Rich Risings. So today is the Friday the 27th, and boy are there lots of updates. And yesterday was mad emotional. Like, it was a hard day yesterday to deal with. Had to face some home truths yesterday I was not ready to face. I tried to make update videos, but the emotions were just too intense. It was just too much. Sorry, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I've just woken up. Before I drag on the top, so I'd look half decent. So basically, yesterday, just being challenged by my family again about the amount of movement I'm doing, the amount of things I'm doing, the amount up and down I'm doing. You know, not like where it's like everyone's like, what the hell, Risha? You are moving like nothing's wrong with you. Like, you didn't just have major surgery. Like, you didn't just... Nah, I gotta be real. Food shopping. I'm doing the most. Like, literally doing the most. And because it was done by my younger cousin, I think it hit home differently somehow. It was like, even though the adults are like, rah, Risha, rah, it was more like, oh, that's what I do. And then when my baby was like, no, Riss, and she was serious, like, she was not having it. Like, my little Rissa was not having it. She just was like, no, you're not slowing down, you're not stopping. And she's asking me, why are you not stopping? Why do you keep pushing? Why do you keep doing whatever? Like, I'm here. Why are you still pushing? Why are you still... And, you know, when I stopped and I started looking into it, I started reflecting, it just got really peak. Like, I didn't feel like I could slow down. I felt like I had no choice but to just keep pushing, because I didn't want it to fall apart. I didn't want, you know, everything to go wrong and there to be problems everywhere and this, that and the other. Like, mazza. Like, proper mazza. Like, proper madness. But instead, I'm like at home and peak. Just peak anyway. I also spoke to, sorry to say, a dietitian, and they are not happy with me eating. So I'm on a liquid diet. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I should never have been eating. And yes, my body can tolerate it. But as she says, it's psychological. She's like, physically, you don't know what you're doing to yourself because your body can't tell you none. Because obviously, somehow, you're not feeling nothing. But your body can't cope. Like, she was very clear. Your body is not coping. Looks like it, feels like it. It is not. She was letting me know, like, even though I know about the problems that can go wrong with my sutures and my stitches, she's like, you know, you can rupture, you can split, you can get food stuck in your sutures, you can, like, this is why, you know, regardless of whether you can tolerate food, you shouldn't be eating. And I'm like, yeah, but it's really soft food and da-da-da-da-da, and I feel hungry. And she's like, no, it's psychological. I'm like, it can't be. Like, it just, like, that need for food can't be just psychological. I think after this I'll go back to sleep again. She's like, It's psychological. You're not actually hungry. It's not possible. I'm saying to her, but it is. I feel it. Again, doing the most. Am I causing myself to like use up the most amount of energy? Like, am I just doing way too much? Plus, this psychological battle of mine is intense. So yesterday, I was on just water and soup. I'm allowed water, soup. I'm allowed smoothies, water, soup, and smoothies. So as hard as it is, I'm gonna be on. Hold on, I think that's gonna stop you from hearing me. As hard as sorry, that was my alarm. As hard as it is, I'm gonna be on water, soups, and smoothies for like the next week to just give my body a break, even though I should be moving into the puree food. I'm gonna be on that because I've been doing the most. I've been doing the most. So yesterday I started with it and it was the most challenging thing ever, especially when the kids were like, "Oh, dinner's so nice." And I can't have none. Like, I was vexed, even though I had all that information. Like, just vexed. So yeah, so I went to the market yesterday anyway with my cousins. I didn't carry anything heavy. And I meal prepped like all the meat for the boys for the next hello in mini sandwich bags, so they're proportion sized out. So I'm not, and even then, I think I could have halved those bags because really and truthfully, my hands shouldn't be cooking so heavy. Yesterday was a roller coaster and it was a horrible one because she's like, "Did you know that you can gain weight?" The dietitian said that. And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, you can start gaining weight if you eat your first 2 weeks." And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, but I'm eating hardly anything." And she's like, "It doesn't matter. Your body will think that, yeah, and it will start, yeah." And I'm like, So yeah, so I've bought out my 4-ounce pots. They're in the fridge. I measured out like pots of soup, and I'm going to drink one of my protein shakes every morning anyway. And I'm going to drink 500 mils of water before I even start my day. I'm going to up my water intake back to where it used to be, because with that much water in me, my hunger wasn't as intense. But I said I'd be raw and I'd be honest. Like, I literally completed 2 tier 3 programs, plus a balloon, plus therapy, plus all of this extra support before I even went into this journey. Like, like seriously, follow the rules. Follow the rules. I'm gonna literally go back over my videos and just write disclaimers. Please do not eat your first 2 weeks on all my videos, because like I'm bleeding. internally. I suppose I should have said TMI. I'm vaginally bleeding. I haven't seen a period in forever because I'm on the coil. But now I'm bleeding, and now I'm wondering. There's this little thought inside of me that's wondering if that bleeding is because I've maybe ripped something or something may have opened up. So I'm going to give it the week. And if I haven't stopped bleeding in the week, I'm going to have to confess some stuff. Like, I've already told them that I've been eating. I've already told them, they've asked me like how I feel. I said I'm fine. There's nothing wrong, because there isn't. Not in any pain or anything. But I'm going to flush my system with water and liquids and see where that gets me, because if I've torn something, I don't have time to go back into the operating field. So if by next week, Friday, I'm still bleeding, I'm going to have to call the hospital. So that's me keeping it 100, more 5% battery now. That's me keeping it honest, 100, raw and transparent. If you have any questions, let me know. But I've been flexing like I haven't had an operation, because I don't feel like I have. Like, sorry, my stomach's going through doing the most right now. I don't feel like I've had an operation. I don't feel like anything's like that has happened to me, but it has. And I need to really start treating it like I've just had major surgery, because I will cause myself detrimental harm. Detrimental harm. My mum's been warning me, my family's been warning me. Those who are not here will feel. God willing, I've caught myself in enough time. God willing. God willing. Who knows? I've just got to push through, hope that I'd give myself a week and a bit of because I've said Thursday to next week Friday, so a week and a day, or maybe until the Saturday before I go on to puree on the Saturday. And hopefully my body will be fine and I'll give it the chance it needs. Yeah. So I've got my prescriptions to pick up at my pharmacy. I've got my B12 injections to take on Wednesday. It's all booked in. I've got an appointment to speak to the GP today about getting some therapy, because no matter how much therapy I'm going through, something's not connecting. And I know everyone says, oh, just stop it. Just have discipline. It's so ignorant to see life that way. I wish I could just stop it and just have therapy and everything will be fine. The amount of therapy I've had and the amount of things I've gone through trying to heal, it's like I don't walk around crying. Life is good. But subconsciously, it's like there's this war that's happening inside me. I've done this whole surgery trying to help me free myself from it. Extreme, not easy. Like I've been saying, extreme, not easy. And still, I've got to put in more discipline. I've got to be really strict on myself. And I think that's the thing. I haven't been strict on myself. It's not necessary. I'm not strict on my kids. I'm not strict on myself. Like, if we want it, we get it, we do it. I think I live once. I need to just... So maybe discipline is the answer. Now it's like, how do you teach yourself to be disciplined? Got some audiobooks that I need to listen to. And then, yeah, it's time to really make a change for myself. Gonna have to put the work in. As I said, this is a tool. It's a tool to help facilitate. It's not the answer. Maybe I've been saying it, but maybe I don't believe it. I don't know. But if anything showed me, this is not the answer. I've been 264, bouncing up and down, 264.8, 264.4, 264, 264.2, 264.5, like wobbling up and down 264 this week. It's like my body, but then saying that everyone hits a stall around 3-4 weeks. And technically this is like my 4th week because I started 2 weeks before surgery, as my friend so kindly pointed out. So this is my stall week. So I was going to do some detox teas and that this week, but I don't think I'm going to even trouble my belly with detox teas. I think what I'm going to do, focus on water. I'm going to detox with water. I'm going to aim to hit 1.5 litres after, yesterday I did maybe 700 mils of water on top of soups and shake. Today I'm going to try and hit 1 litre, on top of soup, on top of shakes. Well, 1 shake, but that's like 330 mils of shake. I bought some oats milk because once these pre-made bottles are finished, I'm not buying anymore. I'm going to make mine. Yeah, protein shake in the morning. So I'm going to drink water, protein shake, water, soup, water, soup, water, maybe some smoothies or something, you know. But it has to be like run off the spoon liquid. Yeah, it's time. So I'm going to boil a big pot of soup today. So there's perks. I'm going to boil a big pot of soup today. And then take it from there. And prayerfully, by the time I take it from there, it will be in my best interest, you know. So, ordered my sieves as well. They should be coming like tomorrow. Because the sieve I have is, as my cousin says, yeah, it's on its last leg. So I had to order some sieves because sieving food is like my new lifestyle. And measuring milk and water and measuring food is my new lifestyle. I need to get with that. So peace. And yeah. Prayerfully you won't make the mistakes, the bullheaded crap foolishness that I've been doing. And you'll listen to this and you'll make sure this is not what you do. Because this is not going to help you. It will set you back. Peace out. Mind, heart, body and soul protection. The record, I've just had a big 4-hour bath and I feel fucking epically amazing. Yes, I haven't brushed my hair yet or combed out my bun. I was just saying, I just finished having a 4-hour bath. I feel freaking awesome. I feel fresh. I feel clean. Got a new perspective. I feel vibrant. I feel alive. I feel awake. Gonna go and eat some soup or drink some soup. Well, I use a spoon because it needs to fill. I'm not even trying to zoom in. What's wrong with this phone? I think something's going on with the mechanics. But I just thought I'd let you know that bath time was, is it 4 hours? 7 to 10:30. No, 3.5. Not bad. 3.5 hours of bathing to feel. Okay, so I'm in the car, stuck in traffic. Decided to be a cab. Oh, it works just as well. Decided to be a cab for my friend today. So I went for a very, very long drive. Like an hour and a half out, about an hour and a half back in. But do you know what was so interesting is that I got an email from the dietitian, and the dietitian was very different to the one that I spoke to the other day that made me feel these emotions of like guilt and unease. She was more like, oh, that's brilliant that you're working with textures already. Maybe just stick to purees and different textures and see how they settle with you. And I was like, thank God. Do you get what I mean? So today I made like Jamaican chicken soup. Tasted absolutely amazing. What I did though, I realized when I sieve it and I separate it all out, I'm not really keen on the flavors. So I've then had to put it all into my soup maker, and I've turned it into a puree soup form. Well, anyway, back to this evening. I went for my drive. I went to take my friend to a hotel. She's gone for a weekender. And a little extra change, pay for school shoes. Yeah, she literally, so we had mashed potato with gravy. That's what I had today. And it was so amazing to see how much of it was okay for me to consume. But also what I realized was that I'm really very susceptible to smells. Like, I was absolutely fine until I smelled the oil coming out of a chip shop, and it was heavy, it was thick, it was dense, it smelled old, it smelled really grimy. It was very off-putting, and I just felt like I was gonna heave. Like, I've decided to definitely stick to puree this week because the liquid it's not gonna be able to work. I tried to do the liquid thing, and I found that I think because I take so many liquids in so well, it just flushed straight through me. So that mental hunger thing kept coming up. But with the pureed soup, I'm able to use a spoon, like take it in bit by bit. I'm mixing my whey protein into the soup so that I am definitely getting my protein hit from it. And I'm using 4-ounce pots, and I'm really sort of like pacing it and being disciplined with it. I ate about 4 ounces of mashed potato, which I thought was pretty epic considering. My friend told me that's the latter end of the puree stage, but for me it went in well. Protein wise, I feel like the reason why I was able to take so much mashed potatoes is because there was no protein. Like, there was nothing to keep me where I needed to be. So I definitely, just not really keen on the carb bit, but I'm definitely keen on everything else. I feel good about myself, to be honest with you. Like, sometimes I look in the mirror and I feel bloated. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I feel great. My energy level. Imagine it. Talking about energy levels, I'm yawning. But it is 10:10 at night. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's late. Like, I've had a long day. I've been up since, 6 this morning. I got in the bath at 7. 5:30, 6. No, 5:30 because I cleaned up the kitchen and stuff before I started doing stuff. Anyway, so it was like, I've been up for a lot of hours. So I'm really ready to go to bed, which isn't anytime soon, to be honest with you. Once I get home, I've still got to drop my cousin home because she's watching my sons, and then and then head back, and then it's definitely nap time. I definitely feel happy that I did my operation. I'm definitely grateful to be able to be healthy and strong and well. I'm loving on myself, I must admit. I'm excited because I speak to my friends and they're like clothes shopping and stuff, but they did this like
ages ago. So, but I'm excited for my birthday. Like, I'm not wishing my time away, not at all. But for my birthday and to get ready to go on holiday, because I feel like, oh my God, I'm going to actually buy clothes that I really like. So regardless of what size I am when I leave to go away, like, I'm going to make sure that I do some like Fashion Nova hauls, some Sheen hauls, just some hauls where I can like really get some really nice like clothes, swimming costumes, just really fun stuff for myself. So yeah, I'm quite excited. I have to be honest with you, everything feels very excitable at the minute. These people are so selfish. It's not like anyone can get anywhere like without giving someone else away. So yeah, it's just really beautiful. I think I've definitely stopped feeling away and feeling uncomfortable, because I think that was a part of my emotional discomfort. The last couple of days being on this like liquid puree kind of thing really has helped me a lot. My bleeding, well, it was never a lot. It was more like really quite like just white, and then it was brown, but now it's like bright red and really tiny. So I feel like my insides really appreciated the water and the puree stage. So I'm going to stick to the puree stage. I'm not going to go out of my way to increase it. I just don't think it's worth it. My body's very happy with puree. It's very happy with the intake the way it is. So yeah, I think other than that, I feel emotionally stable, emotionally strong. My sons are a great support to me. I love my babies so much. I couldn't have been here without them. I couldn't achieve the things I'm achieving without them. I just feel so honored and so blessed for everything, to be honest with you. And I just wanted to share that with you, because sometimes it can get pretty intense. But I love you, and thank you for sticking with me. Mind, heart, body and soul protection. Peace.